You suck.
After suffering through Way of the Warrior, we seriously need a hero. How about one of the Slav variety? Demolition Man, one of my favorite action movies starring Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Pre-misdemeanor Wesley Snipes. Originally created in 1993 but set in the beginning dark ages of 1996 where Los Angeles is filled with chaos. Sergeant John Spartan, who was a famed LAPD officer, goes after a crime lord named Simon Phoenix, who is in possession of 8 hostages. Once John arrives in classic over-the-top fashion, he discovers the hostages aren't in the building and goes ahead on after Simon. Simon blows the building up. Spartan gets himself and Simon to safety so he can put him away. Upon investigation, police discover the bodies of 8 hostages in which John Spartan is blamed for the deaths of and is convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Both men are cryogenically frozen until 2032, where Los Angeles is now San Angeles and everyone is a complete pansy. Violence is a rarity in this new world. Fatty food, sexual contact, and even cursing are now all illegal. And Taco Bell is now a classy, healthy restaurant in this new world. Okay, I can check my brain at the door for a large variety of things, but there isn't enough stupid in me to make me believe that a business like Taco Bell, whose apparent goal has been to provide the public with a constant flow of liquid and sore anal cavities, is now somehow a reputable eating establishment? To tell you the truth, I never really gave the idea of making Demolition Man into a game much thought. That is until I started seeing screenshots of the game. Just like Way of the Warrior, the images looked amazing at the time, and we all know how great that pile of koala was. Yeah, but this has Stallone and Snipes in it, and they recorded footage of themselves just for the video game. And look, it won an award for excellence. Yeah. Alright, let's play this bitch. The game is riddled with tons of clips from the actual movie, which is a major complaint I have with the Sega CD because they always look and sound terrible. However, for the 3DO, they look and sound great. There he is. Looks intense. Next to an unfinished swastika. Wow, that's pretty lazy. That's like saying, I'm racist, except on Fridays. The first couple stages are set up basically like a shooting gallery. It's actually similar to games like Lethal Enforcers and T2 Arcade. You can use a light gun, but without it the controls take a little bit of time to get used to. I find myself accidentally darting from one side to the other and I always seem to pass the enemy I'm going for. The enemy animations look great and are fairly smooth. With all the potential spots for cover, I find it extremely amusing at the tactics your enemies choose. You have guys that just pop in, guys who magically appear right in front of you, and it is always when you never expect it. Seriously, what the hell are they doing down there to John Spartan? And the way they pop up. Hello! My personal favorite is the guy that goes for a light jog in front of you. Yeah, he may die, but he's gonna burn calories as he does it. I like a good henchman that cares about his heart rate. Ugh, if the controls weren't so damn jerky! Believe it or not, I am actually being very cautious and my cursor is still waving all over the place. It feels like there's an invisible rope attached to it, and as I move it's pulling away and then finally snaps, forcing the aiming cursor to jump to spots I don't want. It's difficult to explain. It's sort of like when you drink too much alcohol and your center of gravity is off, so you start leaning around as you try to walk forward. Damn it!
Hey, Puke Skywalker, use the Force.
Did Rambo just call me Puke Skywalker? There's no real strategy to beating the helicopters. It's basically just push the shoot button as fast as you can. For the next... wait, I have to see that again. Wow, that is one sissy jog. After 2 more stages of shooting galleries, you do finally meet up with Phoenix, where you go into a Mortal Kombat style of fighting.
Is it cold in here? Or is it just me?
god, I can barely move. There's like a full second delay to all your punches and kicks. Am I even hurting him? Wait, what, that's it? Okay, so sweep kicking is working, but look at his health. It's barely doing any damage. It's gonna take all day. Oh, come on. Would he get smart all of a sudden? Come on! Ah! Son of a bitch! Come on! I could do this all day! Come on! Come on! No, 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 no!
Good, but I would say it's horrible yet terrible. Ugly yet disgusting. You suck.
You made Judge Dredd, asshole! Oh my god, I'm actually doing good here. Okay, so when he stops moving forward, if I go and take a hit, it seems to reset it, so I'll start walking toward those sweep kicks again. It'll take forever, but I don't know what else to do. Okay, I'm just gonna inch a little bit closer. What?!
There's a time limit! There's a time limit!
So after dying over and over and getting insulted repeatedly from Sylvester Stallone, I think I finally got this down. You really don't want to attack Phoenix at all. Just try to block his moves and Stallone automatically attacks after a successful block, which does double or even triple the damage. And that's not all. You have to be really quick with this, and that's another challenge since just like your attacks, even your blocks are delayed. Eventually you do beat him and finally move on to the future. You're back to the shooting galleries, or in this case I call them the cryptic shooting galleries. In the museum you apparently want to shoot anything but Simon Phoenix. Like right here, I shot at these grenades he keeps throwing thinking he would pop up eventually, but he never does. Instead you have to shoot at the box of TNT. Once that blows up he controls a little tank. Shoot the tank up and he goes over to the right side and begins firing missiles at you. Even though he's in plain sight, shooting him will do no good. Instead, you have to shoot the missile that suddenly pops out of the plane, which is really hard to notice. Who the hell would ever guess that? In the next scene, which is taken straight from the movie, I started shooting the fixture above since that's what John Spartan does in the movie. Again, nothing happens. I started firing all over the place until I noticed the panel showed a bullet hole. Apparently you shoot this and the fixture very slowly lowers. Then you can shoot it. Seriously, what in the hell were the programmers thinking? Now we're back to fighting Phoenix, which is a lot easier this go around since it's not as laggy, which I attribute to the flames of the previous fight. Next we're in a sewer for a Doom-like stage. The goal here is to chase Phoenix to the elevator and kill all the baddies that are labeled as red dots on your monitor. Kinda reminds me of the Aliens movie. For the most part, your enemies are easy to kill. Phoenix is labeled as a yellowish dot. Unfortunately for you, you don't have any sort of map and many of the hallways lead to dead ends. It's pretty much guaranteed you're gonna get lost, and this is where Phoenix comes in. He's supposed to be headed to the elevator even though he's right in front of you. Shooting him all day won't do anything. I noticed if you stay back and don't fire at him, he'll sometimes lead you to the elevator, which is how I think this level is supposed to work. However, most of the time, this doesn't work at all. Several times I would watch Phoenix come at me and just never get off. Other times I watched him run around in a circle several times. I've also watched him just get stuck against the walls. A couple times now I've just run past him as fast as I can, hoping in vain I'd find the elevator. This worked for me once, which is just a weird concept. I'm supposed to be chasing Phoenix, but instead I'm running past him, getting on the elevator just so I can chase him some more.
How nice. Must have been expecting me.
Okay, now what?
Buckle up. Buckley, drive!
Okay, apparently you need to be holding the up button before the level even starts, or you're gonna have about 400 cars hit you in the ass. Again, how would anyone ever know that without dying first? This has to be one of the most boring stages I have ever played. I'm simply driving in a straight line. Nothing is happening. I'm just driving. Dude, I face more obstacles driving to Walmart. Eventually, you do start to catch up with Simon Phoenix, and out of nowhere, he starts going ape. I know he's supposed to be crazy, but it looks more like a 4-year-old took over the wheel. Dude, we're gonna fight on the top of moving cars? That's actually pretty awesome! What's going on?
I ran out of gas? I ran out of gas? I ran out of gas? How the do you run out of gas?
And guess what? I played this stage several times all the way through. There is nothing you can do. No matter what, the first time you get to Simon, you will run out of gasoline. When your next life starts, all of a sudden you have a full tank. That doesn't make any sense! After you pass that insult to your intelligence, you discover Phoenix is now defrosting all kinds of criminals and murderers, which I have to ask myself, if he's just now doing this, who the hell was I shooting in the sewers?
How many are there?
Oh, I hope my butt didn't look like that. Okay, what do we have left that's good, huh?
They're in the final stages of reanimation, sir.
Wilkes, Patrick, Jeffrey Dahmer?
You know, when you were both cryogenically frozen, it was supposed to be 1996. Jeffrey Dahmer was beaten to death in prison in 1994. I realized the movie was made in 1993 before his death, but I still find this comment funny. Well, it's another Doom stage, and it works exactly like the sewer where you need Phoenix. By this time, I got so impatient that I just ran for it, and I got very lucky because I just so happened to find the end on my own. You get one more quick shooting gallery, and it's on to the final showdown.
Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
Good memory.
After getting the hang of the fight system, the final battle with Simon Phoenix was a piece of cake, and thank God, because I could not handle one of my childhood heroes making fun of me anymore.
Heads up!
Good job. You saved the town, you saved the people, you saved everybody, and Phoenix is gone. Bravo.
Damn right! Man, this game with its lousy controls, spotty aim, and cryptic nonsense, laggy movement, and cheap tactics, it's not that bad. I know it seems really strange to say that, but back in 1993, I would have loved this game. I would say it doesn't hold up very well, but I played through this about 3 or 4 times. I kinda like it.
I was wondering if you would like to have sex.
Wait, they put the virtual sex scene in the game? That's disgusting. Wow. Well, we're not done yet. We still haven't checked out the one game I wanted the most. This is gonna hurt. this has Stallone and Snipes in it. I flipped you off. Did you see that? I flipped you off. You watching this? I flipped you off. I flipped you off.